We were battling injuries at the end of last season, and we're already doing the same, as reportedly Trey Lyles has gotten injured during an off-season workout, and our newest free agent signing in Jordan McLaughlin as well. Sup guys, so some devastating news hit Twitter yesterday, stating that two valuable pieces to our bench roster has reportedly gotten injured and is not even training camp yet. Yes, they reportedly Jordan McLaughlin and Trey Lyles both gotten injured during some off-season workouts, preparing for the upcoming training camp, and now it's expected that both of them will most likely miss training camp and probably preseason as well. But before we get into the rest of this injury report, welcome back to Kings Digest. The channel showcases all of the upcoming Sacramento Kings news, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, as YouTube is still telling me that 85.9% of you guys that have been watching my videos still aren't yet subscribed. So please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Let's try to get the 500 subs before the season opener against the now brand new look Timberwolves, since they just reportedly got rid of Towns. But yeah, so make sure we get to 500 subs. Make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss any future content as well. Now, yesterday we got a devastating tweet from James Ham, as he states Trey Lyles and Jordan McLaughlin are set to miss start of camp due to injury, as they got the Kings injury update, as Kings forward Trey Lyles sustained a left groin strain during off-season workouts, and he will be reevaluated in approximately 3 weeks, and his condition will be updated as appropriate, while Kings guard Jordan McLaughlin suffered a grade 2 right ankle sprain during off-season workouts as well, and he will be reevaluated in approximately 2 weeks, and his condition will be updated as appropriate. Now, this is just absolutely devastating, as, may I point out that Jordan McLaughlin was a pickup to help fill the void while our 13th overall pick, Devin Carter, is recovering from his injury. So, our backup for an injury has just gotten injured. So, that is so devastating, as Jordan McLaughlin is so promising, and I expected him to make a great, impact at the start of the season. Now, who knows? He couldn't be reevaluated in a couple of weeks. He's probably he may be back for the start of the season, but it just sucks that we won't get to see him, in the preseason. He won't get to build the chemistry with the rest of the roster. Trey Lyles as well, that is such a low blow, as we don't have much forward depth as it is. And I know Trey Lyles is coming off of a somewhat disappointing performance with Team Canada in the Olympics, but obviously he's still a solid player that, without a doubt, we need him. We need Trey Lyles. We need that forward position. We need somebody like him, as we don't have that type of depth on our roster. We can't afford to lose a player like him for an extended period of time. Now, let's just hope the evaluation comes back good in a few weeks and we can see him suit up for us at the beginning of the season with no issues whatsoever. But let's head over to the next report, as Lyles will be reevaluated in approximately 3 weeks and McLaughlin in 2. Both players will miss the start of training camp, if not all of it. And last season, Lyles missed 24 games due to injury, including the first 13 contests of the year. And with a serious lack of forward depth in Sacramento, the Kings cannot afford to lose valuable pieces for extended time. And that is the truest statement ever told, as we cannot. This is our chance. This is probably our best chance to make a deep playoff run and make a deep impact in the Western Conference this season, as honestly we may even be able to move up in the power rankings, as honestly I don't think the Timberwolves has gotten much better with that recent trade that they just done, but that's just my opinion. But I do think that everything needs to go perfect for us this season, and this is just kind of, you know, a not so good start to what is supposed to be a really promising year for us, as we wanted to turn the franchise around, as we just came off of a disappointing play-in loss after dealing with some crucial injuries to our, some of our main components to our roster in Monk and Huerter. And while we did see some great development from Keon Ellis during that time, we can only hope that maybe the same thing happens with some of the younger guys, like maybe Boogie Ellis will get some more playing time, along with Colby Jones. Maybe he'll step up and see the floor a bit more. But basically, it just sucks that we won't get to see them. They won't get to be able to perform in training camp with the rest of the teammates. And just, I feel like it would have been great to see McLaughlin, with his stellar defense to try and get Keon Ellis going as well, but we're going to have to wait a bit for that, unfortunately. But let's head into one of the last reports for today. Is McLaughlin, who the Kings signed in free agency this offseason, was brought in to be a valuable backup point guard to De'Aaron Fox, especially while rookie Kevin Huerter was recovering from a shoulder injury. So the fact that he got injured as well, that's just so terrible. And McLaughlin is such a valuable backup point guard. I was so excited to watch him, perform in the preseason and see how he was performing in the training camp. Because, this is his first time around the boys. So, you wanted to see if that chemistry was developing. But I believe McLaughlin is going to come back and be that valuable backup guard for us, as he is such an underrated defender, as when he doesn't really see too many minutes in the NBA, but when he is on the court, he is making an impact, and his defensive instincts doesn't go unnoticed, as I'm pretty sure he was ranked first in deflections or something last year. Is absolutely insane. Is somebody that you'd love to have on your roster to lead the bench. And if him and Malik Monk are coming off the bench for the start next season, I feel like that's going to be amazing. But let's head in for the last report today, as now with Kevin Huerter, Devin Carter, McLaughlin, and Lyles all likely to miss training camp, all their players in Sacramento's locker room will have to step up. With Lyles likely to miss training camp and the start of preseason, off-season acquisition Jalen McDaniels or undrafted rookie Isaiah Crawford could make the most of this opportunity. I do feel like Jaden McDaniels getting that little, boost in his game would be nice for Sacramento, as he could potentially develop into a great prospect like his brother has been. If he can turn out anything like the defensive player that his brother is, I feel like he would be ideal to come off of our bench. And as for the McLaughlin injury, we could see sophomore guard Colby Jones get some backup point guard reps in training camp, or undrafted rookie Boogie Ellis capitalize in his position. But yeah, basically we got to look at the bright side to this kind of devastating story of two valuable bench pieces getting injured before training camp even started up. And that we can look at the bright side, as some of our younger prospects are going to get bit of more of an opportunity and might help develop their skills just a bit more, that maybe they could be valuable for us off the bench at some point next season. You can never tell, because crazier things have happened in the NBA. Nobody thought Keon Ellis was going to be the defensive menace that he is now, and he's still improving on his offensive game and is turning out to be one of the league's most brightest up-and-coming 3-and-D players. So who knows, that can happen for anybody on this roster. So I'm excited to see the preseason and see how some of our younger prospects step up during the injury of two of our most crucial bench players. It's definitely devastating, but we can look on the bright side of this story, and hopefully they come back healthier than ever, because we definitely need Trey Lyles forward depth, and McLaughlin is just a defensive monster that would be great to back up De'Aaron Fox. But that's all for today's video, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you think that any of our young prospects are going to shine when it comes preseason, as they're now going to be getting more of an opportunity heading into training camp and the NBA preseason. So let me know who you're excited to see take that next step due to the unfortunate injuries of some of our most valuable role players. But that's all for today's video, guys. Peace out. See you in the next one.